Hi friends, this is Anna with Scrapping, Stamping, and Stuff. I feel like it's been a little bit since we've joined together, but it really hasn't been. It's just been the weekend, so it's nice to be back and make another project with you. So what we're going to do today is I'm showing you the sample as a scrapbook page. Then we're going to make a similar card using this amazing Harvest Hello stamp set. This is one of my absolute favorites from last year's holiday catalog that got included in this year's annual catalog. So you can order this now. And what I love about it is pumpkins are one of my absolute favorite things on the planet. So there's pumpkins in it, but you can also use it to make apples. It has the coordinating punch. You can make jack-o'-lanterns. We have seeds to put in the center of the apple. There's just a lot of fun ways to use this. So I'll show you the scrapbook page first, and I just love this. So I use this with a couple of our designer paper packs. This wood grain on the back is our In Good Taste designer paper pack, which is in the annual catalog, available now. Let's see, this one is called Gilded Autumn. You see those gorgeous foils and all these pumpkins, and then this mint piece back here. These are all from that Gilded Autumn pack that is coming soon in the holiday catalog. So I wanted to show you this. I stamped the pumpkins with early espresso. I punched them out, and then I stamped the little leaves. I did cut out the leaves. The punch does not cut out those little leaves, but that didn't take very long at all, and attach this all together. I will mention on this print right here, I actually took a white piece of paper with that foil design and I put pumpkin pie ink over it to get that color that I wanted. You could do that with any color that you want. So these other ones did come exactly the way they are in that paper pack. So what we're going to do, our finished product is going to look absolutely nothing like that scrapbook page, but we are going to use similar products and another paper pack coming in the holiday catalog, which is called Plaid Tidings. So we had a plaid set last year that was all the rage. I used that set like crazy. So this is another plaid set that I really like, and so we'll use a bunch of these Plaid Tidings prints. These are going to be, we're going to make an apple card. These are the ones we're going to use for the apples. Then I have a scrap of vanilla cardstock. I have a scrap of peacock that I stamped those leaves on already. I have my card base out of peacock, measures 5.5 by 8.5. Then I have these two little strips that measure 3/4 of an inch by 5.5. I die cut one with our circles die set. Another one of these prints measures 3 7/8 by 5.5. And then I punched this out using this punch. I believe this is called the Story Label, I think. So now that I have all these scraps spread out, let me show you how we are going to make this card. We'll go ahead and assemble everything that we can to start with, then we'll do our stamping with the apples. So what we're going to do with these strips, we're going to mat them behind this piece. I wanted it to look like this rich raspberry print was behind it, but I wanted to save a little paper in the process. So this is a trick you can use to save some paper, is just cut a couple of strips and make sure you don't get your adhesive right on the edge. You want to leave that edge with no adhesive so that you can attach that down, and that will look like your mat. Now we'll flip it over and do this one. And we will attach this to our pretty peacock card base. Now, wow, look at all that plaid on the back of there. I think I might be pushing the envelope for using too much plaid on one card, but I think I can make it work. These plaid prints used with some other things, you know, a little bit of plaid mixed in, I think will be really cool with a lot of different projects. But just for fun, we are like going crazy on plaid this time. So I'll put this circle on here. And I didn't exactly plan out how I'm doing this. Maybe put it right there. let's do a little stamping. So I picked out these prints. I'm not even sure what color that is. I don't know if that's Poppy or Melon Mambo. I should check here. Looks like Melon Mambo. So we're going a little crazy with these apples. Here is some cherry cobbler ink. I wanted to stamp these in a dark color. So there's our apples. We will now punch these out with this fantastic punch. Punch this other one out. I like that these plaid prints, a lot of these can be used throughout the year for anything at all. There are a couple that look fallish and a couple that look Christmassy, but for the most part you could use them for all sorts of things. So here we have two cute apples. We need to punch out these leaves. When I do something small and detailed like this, I like to stamp them on little strips because it saves paper. Each time I punch, it's going to cut out, you know, all of this. So if I'm just using a little strip, I don't need 3 of these, but we're going to do a third one in case we lose one in the process, because, you know, that happens sometimes. So I do those on little strips like that so I don't really waste much paper. We have that. Now I already punched out a couple of stems from that In Good Taste pack, the one with the wood grains. Now let's do our greetings. So I'll show you the one on the scrapbook page again. This is from the Beautiful Autumn stamp set, a new one coming that may or may not have some really cool coordinating punches. So I use this one, My Heart is Grateful for You, and I used markers to color My Heart is with Early Espresso. Then I colored Grateful with Cajun Craze. I did not color anything on For You because I didn't really think that was the right thing to say for a scrapbook page, but I thought this worked really well for that. So for this card, I didn't want to use the Grateful one with the apples. I thought I would try this Life is Better with You one. So let me show you how I did that. I am going to use Rich Razzleberry for the word you, and I'm going to use Pretty Peacock with the rest of this. So I'm just going to marker over this. You just want to be careful not to color on the words you are not trying to put that color on. I like to go kind of lay the marker flat and go sideways. It helps cover the letters a lot faster with a lot less work. I am using that large tip of the marker, of course. We'll see. Hopefully this one comes out. It looks like my Razzleberry marker is a bit dry. You know, I'm going to grab my Blackberry Bliss just to be sure, because I'm afraid that Razzleberry won't do the trick. I need to re-ink it. There's a little tip. If you do not know, our markers can be re-inked with the same re-inkers as our ink pads, which is a great way to get more use out of those same products you already have without having to buy new markers. Okay. If you want to, you can kind of breathe on this before you stamp it, just to make sure it's nice and moist before you stamp it. Sorry for those of you who don't like that word. But I usually find it stamps just fine without doing that. So now I'm going to punch this with this punch. And show you this one more time. See how I matted the punch with some of that copper foil paper? I don't have a larger punch to do that. I'll show you a little trick, which is to punch this out with your foil or whatever you want to mat it with in the back. Cut in half and add some adhesive. You don't want to put it on that edge that's going to show, just like with our other piece that we matted. So I'm going to lay this on there with just a little bit of that showing. And hopefully I can hold that in place while I do this other one. Nope, nope. That's one of the nice things about glue. It goes right back in place, and we will let that sit for just a moment until it, you know, dries up a little bit so it won't move. So let's plan this out. I decided I want to put that tag down here so I can go ahead and start putting these apples on. I think I will attach this one directly to the card with some of our Seal Plus, but Seal would also work. I have them both laying here, and I've been using both, as you can see. Now this one I will put on with some dimensionals. These black ones are my new favorites because they're so sticky. So I'll put this here. For these little stems, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on them. But I realized after I'd already punched them, I think it would be a great idea to put some of our new adhesive sheets on the back of these pieces before I punch them. And basically that would turn them into stickers, and then I would not have to deal with the glue. But this isn't too bad. This works. Put those stems on there. Now for the leaves, I think I will pop those up. So I'll grab some of my mini dimensionals. Put on the backs of these. That one will be extra. So what do you think? You'll have to let me know what you think about all of this plaid. I know it's a lot, but I thought these apples in this plaid would be adorable. So put one leaf there, turn that one the other way, and I think I am going to put that under there and attach it directly to the card. So use my Seal Plus again. Slide that under there. I like the layered effect. And we have a cute little fall apple card. So there are just a couple of ways to use this really neat set, the Harvest Hellos, with the stamps and this. That's not the punch. Here's the punch. And you can use these throughout the year as well. I used this set last Christmas to make teacher gifts for the teachers at my daughter's school. And obviously teacher gifts are a year-round thing. You can use it for end-of-year things, but just a really cute set that you can use for a lot of different reasons. Hope you enjoyed this. I hope you'll join in again next time. Please visit my blog, Scrapping, Stamping, and Stuff, to do your shopping for supplies and for some more inspiration. Have a great day.